So 6 and 4 is going to give you a positive 2, and we got one I, okay? So with the addition, we don't do like I squared, I to the third, etc., okay? The i's go with the i's, the numbers go with the numbers, okay? It's the multiplication. So 1 through 4, I think, is all addition, okay? So 1 through 4 is all addition. So look at number 3. Who can get put together?
4, 5.
Negative 4, negative 4. What's that going to give you? Negative 8, I. Hey, who else can go together?
Negative 5 and positive 8.
Negative 5 and positive 8. What's that going to give you?
3.
Positive 3. Okay, so we get 3 minus 8i.
I got a question.
Yes, dear.
So, do you always add it? Or is it like based on, like, say, you see, like, say, negative 4 and negative 4i. Do you add that or do you minus that?
So, if you type it on the calculator like this, if you say negative 4 plus negative 4, you're going to get negative 8. If you say negative 4 minus 4, you're going to get negative 8.
So, either way, I'm going to get the same answer.
Okay, number 5. What's the dot mean? Multiplication. So negative 5 times 6. Negative 30. Okay, how many i's are there total? 2. So it's going to be I squared. Okay, and what does that mean? Parentheses negative 1. So we're going to say parentheses negative 1.
So it's just 30.
It's just 30, positive 30.
Why is it just positive 30 though?
Because there's 2 negatives equal positive.
Okay, are we adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing? We're multiplying, okay? So when we're multiplying, 2 negatives is going to be a positive. So negative 30 times negative 1 is positive 30.
It's just 30?
Yep. Okay, number 7. Okay, we start with this front one. It's got to go to this front one. Okay, remember this is first. Okay, 6 times 7. 42. How many i's are there total for those first guys?
0.
None. Okay. We got 6 times negative 5. This is number 2.
Negative 30 I.
Negative 30. How many i's are there total?
1.
1. Good. Okay, for the third set. Okay, this is the third. 5 times 7.
30 I.
Positive 35 I. And for this last one, it's going to be number 4. 5 times negative 5.
Negative 25 I squared.
Negative 25 I squared. Okay. Okay, and then what do we do? And the steps kind of vary. You can kind of do whatever you want to do in whatever order with an extent. Okay, so what can we do next?
Add the i's together.
We can add the i's together. So what is negative 30 plus a 35?
Positive 5i.
Okay, we're going to add those two together. So we got 42 plus 5i minus 25i squared. Okay, and then what needs done?
Wait,
Get rid of the square.
why don't, isn't the negative 30i plus 35i, wouldn't that be like I squared?
So when you're multiplying things, we add up the i's. So like i's, nice,
So
nice.
just combine some.
When we add, it's just like one I. It's confusing, but so on this one, you're not gonna. Okay. So what needs done next?
Get rid of the squared.
Okay, I squared. What are we gonna change that to? Okay, negative 1 parenthesis.
Multiply.
Okay, and then multiply these two. Okay, we're gonna times those two. So we got 42 plus 5i plus 25. Negative 25 times a negative 1 is a positive 25. Okay, then what?
Add in 25 to 42.
42 and 25. What is 42 plus 25? 67
Yeah.
plus 5i. Okay, flip the page. Number 9. What do we do first?
The R. Parentheses R.
It's 1. Wait.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
wait.
parentheses R and R. We make a list of what number? 20. What's the first one?
1.
120, 210, 3, 4, 5, and that's it. Okay, I need something to add or subtract to give me a 9.
4 and 5.
4, 5,
Negative.
and how can I get a negative 9?
Negative.
Minus minus.
Minus, minus. What are all of the sign options?
Positive.
Plus
positive.
minus.
Plus, minus,
Minus plus.
minus, plus,
Plus plus.
plus, plus,
Minus minus.
minus, minus. Okay, just in case you need them, that's there. Okay, do we need to stop or keep going?
Keep going.
Why do we keep going? Why do you think we keep going?
Because it's
We
squared.
gotta change the sign.
Okay, who else? Do we stop or keep going?
Are we done?
Huh? We're done?
Yeah.
Why do you think we're done?
Cause it ain't got no equals on there.
It's don't have no equal 0. So look at your paper. Which ones say equal 0?
You keep
13.
going.
13 to 6.
Look at 13. See how it says equal 0?
Yeah.
So that means we have that extra step. Does this say equal 0?
No.
No, so we're done. Okay, this one we're done at this answer. Okay, however, if you were like not sure, if you're not sure whether to be done or not, what is it better to keep going or not keep going?
Keep going.
It's better to keep going. Why?
Yeah, keep
So
going.
you don't fail on accident.
Yeah, so worst case, you did extra work, correct? If you kept going, right? If you're not sure, I would definitely keep going, okay? But, and I would just mark you like -1 for keep going. Whereas like, if you don't keep going, you're probably gonna miss 2 or 3, okay? So if you're absolutely not sure, however, we can tell if it's equal 0. Okay, number 10 is really gonna look like this. B squared plus 0x minus 36. If you wanna write it above there, it looks just a little bit different, but that's the problem that you're working with, okay? 11 is gonna be x, and 30 is gonna be 130, 215, 310, 56. Okay, where did I say you should probably check from what first, top or bottom of the list? It's usually more towards the bottom. Is that a guarantee? No. No. Okay, but more times than not, it's usually somewhere at the bottom. Okay, I'm trying to get a 7. How can I make that happen? 310, and I need a positive 7.
Negative 3, positive 10.
Negative 3, positive 10. Somebody agree?
Yes.
Do we stop or keep going?
Stop.
We stop. Okay, there's no equal 0, so we're gonna stop. Okay, 13, we're gonna draw our 2 parentheses. We got n and n. We're gonna make a list of what number?
6.
Number 6. Okay, so it's gonna be 1, 6, 2, 3. Okay. In this case, so we haven't fully talked about this, but what's different about this one?
They're both correct.
They are both correct, okay? Now, they both look correct, but they're not actually both correct. Now, I'm gonna be honest. If you guys pick either one and the signs are right, then I'm gonna choose it. So if you did this, okay, 1, 6, what would we have to use for the 1, 6?
Minus plus.
Minus, plus. What about the 2, 3?
Plus.
Plus, plus. Okay. The one that is, and again, if you did this on your quiz, I promise you have my word, I would mark you right. Now, is that right? No, I shouldn't. Okay. You know how teachers were like, check your work, right? And they, like, when you were in middle school or whatever, they would always make you, like, almost redo the problem to check and make sure your answer's right.
Yeah.
This is one of those times where this is the reason. Okay. Now, do not write what I'm about to write. I'm going to write it off to the side. Okay. So if we were to check our work, okay, that's one problem, and this is the other. And I'm going to do math really fast, so don't write this stuff. Okay. Which one of these matches up to this?
Oh, that's,
Which one of these matches up to that?
this one right here.
Minus
with
1
the
plus
negative
6.
The -1 plus 6. Okay? Now, this is why people say, oh, if you go back through and check your work. Okay? When we're looking at this, notice how my 6 is a negative, and that's the difference between these two. Okay, now, have we done that, like actively, continuously done that? No. So, if you picked either of these, I would 100% accept it, okay? But this is the correct one, okay? Because, and it actually was on yesterday's paper as well. Jordan Anderson was like, well, they're both correct, okay? Which they are, but they're not, right? So the way that we've been doing it, not checking your work, they are both correct, okay? But the official one would be this one, okay? Now, either way, if we used this top one, what would my answer option have to be? Be n equals, what's this top one?
Positive 1 plus 6.
Try again.
Minus 6.
Minus 6. Okay, what if I did this one? The second one.
The second one, negative 2 and then negative 3.
Okay, so either one of these I would take for an answer, okay? Should I, though?
No.
No, I shouldn't, okay? It's teaching you bad habits, but again, shoot, if you can get this much math, like you're doing all right with your life, okay?
It should be a head.
We're almost done. Okay, we got x and x, and we're gonna make a list of 15. So 1, 15, 3, 5. I need something to give me an 8. 3, 5, and I need a plus 8. Plus 3 and a plus 5. Okay, so my actual answer is gonna be x equals what?
Negative 3, negative 5.
Negative 3, negative 5. Nor, how do we know that we need to keep going on this one?
Oh, because we got a 0.
We get says equals 0, okay? If you're not sure, what do?
Keep on going.
Keep on going, okay? If you're not sure, keep on going. Okay, last one, quadratic formula. Hopefully, if you did not do yesterday's, please pull up yesterday's video so you can copy down all the notes on there. However, we're gonna go through and start this one. So we're at negative, what's my b?
8.
8 plus or minus the square root of 8 squared minus 4. What is my a?
3.
3. C,
Negative 8.
negative 80. All over 2 times my a. 3. Okay, for the 8 out front, is it going to stay a plus or is it going to be a minus?
Minus.
It's going to be a minus 8. Okay, so it's going to be negative 8 plus or minus the square root. What's going to be on the bottom?
6.
A 6. 2 times 3 is 6. Okay. What do we get for everything underneath the house when we type all that in?
25, 36.
Huh?
No.
1,100. 1024.
Oh, I know. I don't like when people are like 1,000. I get confused. Like, I would almost rather just somebody read me the dang numbers. I don't know how I'm 30-something years old and I can't even.
1,024.
My nephew, he can read it like that.
I know, my brain
I'm
don't work
like,
that way.
I can't do
So
that.
they gotta say 10424.
Yeah, for me to get like, if they're like, this one's not that bad, 1,024, but if it's like,
Like, how are you supposed to read this?
Like a
one?
honey-
1,000
a
zero.
honey cake.
if it'd be like 324,524,
I can't say that one.
like I really have to think before I start writing like.
100,647.
Everybody's brain's different. Okay, so type in the square root of 1024. 32. Okay, so we're going to get negative 8 plus or minus 32 over 6. What do we do with that plus minus?
Add or subtract.
That means add and subtract, so you're going to type it twice on your calculator. Okay? Okay, what do we get for the plus side? 4?
Yeah.
What about for the minus side?
Negative 20 over 30.
Negative 20 over 30?
No, 3.
3?
Yeah.
Somebody agree with that?
Oh, you
You're making a weird face. That's not right?
Negative 4.
You got negative 4?
Hold on, y'all might be doing it wrong, guys.
That's okay. That's why everybody types at the same time, and then we all know.
I got 20, negative 3.
20 over negative 3?
Me too.
Okay. Here's the thing too, when you're doing the negatives, any of these I will accept. Negative 20 over 3, because you guys are all kind of saying it different. 20 over negative 3,
For me, it's on the line.
or like out front. Okay,
Yeah.
so either way, any of those work. Okay, but Micah, why did you said, oh, what happened? Why'd you get negative 4?
did.
Okay? If I'm a betting person, you probably forgot to type in the negative up front. Okay, if I'm a betting person.
Probably did.
Okay.
He could, but he didn't.
Okay, the rest of the sheets for you guys. What do you got? Like 9 to do. Go through and get your 9 done.